Folks, welcome back to the studio, aka the Nissan Entourage, right? Oh, Nissan Armada, that's what it's really called. I always get that mixed up. But thanks for checking in for the fourth video here. I don't know why you guys keep coming back. Maybe some of this is making sense to you, or you're just my friend, or feel bad that you could have seen this cross by your feed and had a couple minutes, and, you know, I've not necessarily made a big impact on your life in the post this video conversation time, and you thought, fuck this guy, man, there's cats right below him, or there's something about, no, why is this happening, dude? Did the car just die? How much would that fucking suck, man? Why'd the lights just go out? Ghosts? Well, here's this, there's a thing to get in the way of stuff, I suppose. What was I even talking about? Was this an introduction to the fourth video? I think so. Right, so this is like the 10th time today that I, wanted to sit down and talk, but I didn't. And I actually heard something from my babe earlier today about how I, back-to-backed 2 videos last night wearing the same shirt, and now people are going to think I'm a bum or something like that. But you know what? I am a bum. Okay, I'm a bum and I don't give a shit anymore, Dad. Okay? No. Just stick with me here, because we spent the last 3 videos talking about the mission statement, essentially, the purpose and the goals of this channel and where we're going to end up one day. And we can look back to October of 2015, when we've got 1 billion brothers and sisters here with us on YouTube, across social media, and we're making real moves for the good of humanity, and think that it was just a couple minutes of time that we sat and talked together about this or that. But we're not going to get there by having conversations about how we'll get to that point. We're going to have to start doing some real talk. Pardon me. And that real talk is going to start right here. I just came down from watching, probably for the 1000th time, an episode of Ancient Aliens. And being the fact that I'm a deist who believes that out there, at some time in the past, if time is real, because of all these variables and all these reasons why you should feel this way or that way, and the evidence that's been fudged and the things that have been made up or the things that we can observe, to me, I can just eliminate what doesn't make sense. And what doesn't make sense is that the creators of the universe, the inspirational point for mankind that has made us out of dust, that has done these miraculous feats with all of this divine power, happened multiple times. That happened at different times in the ancient past, when people were stupid and there's not any solid beings. There's not a 500-mile long message graven into the bedrock of our earth that says, in every language that anybody can understand, utilizing truly the power of what I imagine God would be capable of, to say, this is what happened, this is when it happened, this is y'all's purpose, this is it. If you're hearing something from another human being, it means that they came up with it, or they're passing on the message, and they have an agenda. Now, does this mean if you're a good person that has subscribed to a particular faith and has made your life a positive thing, that has enforced you to do good in the name of others, to further yourself and those you feel responsible for, and has not led to any sort of hatred or disillusion of trust or wanting to interact positively with humanity, then keep it up. Keep it up. Because I think that's what God really is. If you can take the divine from all around you and look at the mass, extremely and epically huge scale of existence, and narrow that down to your sentience in this arena, then you're on the right track. You're on the right track and you're thinking in the right direction, in my opinion. However, if you can't see that the creator of all of the massive craziness of existence and the universe, of which we are just a tiny part, then I think maybe you should step back and think that God is more the type to put forth all of the laws and measures and actual material that go into matter, space, time, the laws by which those things operate and press start. Now, God, of course, could go around to any particle in the infinity of existence, or where it ends, from end to end of what has already been created and what continues to be born and die, and interact as they please. But I don't think that God created the earth and then made everything else just to sort of be around it in the last few thousand years. I think this planet and us as a species have a long, crazy history that spans untold amounts of time. I personally think that human beings started somewhere millions and millions and millions of years ago, probably on another Earth somewhere, and just like we see ourselves using up and demanding more of resources and space, got to a point technologically that they could spread out. Now, think about it. If we had giant spaceships that could really handle 7.5 billion people, we'd look around and be like, we fucked this Earth, we can do better. We found other Goldilocks planets and other Earth-like planets that can support our life. But I don't want to be going there with the Chinese. I don't want to be going there with the Muslims. I don't want to be going nowhere with queers. You ain't gonna take no queers to the new Earth, right? I'm not gonna let those goddamn Inuits get on my spaceship. So we'd say, hey, well, fuck, we got like 50 of these spaceships. So we'll break off into these different ideological groups. We'll break off into these religiously motivated groups. We'll break off for this reason or any of these reasons, and we'll go to our Earths. And then some of them make it. Some of them don't. Because I think those ships, without the technology, because realistically, if we could find a way to get from Earth to point B at our current stage, and I think in the immediate stages following, we don't get to just go there in a few days, a few seconds, a few months. I think that is a ship that has generations of human beings living and dying on it, so that one day you get to arrive there. And what are those people going to think when you get there? Are people going to think like, hey, yes, we have the manifestos from the mission. We know that we left Earth at this time for this purpose. These are the resources. These are how to use them. Or 2,000 years from now, is that civilization living on this Ark ship going to be completely different? Are they going to have a completely different ideology? Will they have lived in harmony? Will somebody have tried to seize control? Will we have a fallout situation? Will the people in command be assholes? Will they be bigoted? Will those bigotries have fallen away? If it's all white people on a ship, they're not going to know anything about race. So if the paths got crossed and they ended up on a planet with Asian people 4,000 years from now, what if the text that sent them in the first place didn't say anything about Asians? They'd be like, who the fuck are these people? Why do they look like that? What's up with their eyes? Why do they have different color skin than us? Why do they sound different? What is this gook that's coming out of their mouth? God damn it! In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. I rebuke thine devils in the name of the Lord. Or something like that. No, because let's hope that, if you had a whole Ark ship filled with evangelist preachers, wherever they go, I think they're going to be just fine because, they have the righteousness of the Lord on their side, obviously. Well, you know what, dudes? It's been 8 minutes and 47 seconds, and you know what? I don't even feel like stopping just yet. This is going to be a test for you guys to see if you can sit through 10 minutes with me. I'll cut it off in a minute, and I've gone on a tangent here, but in the end, I'm just saying, it seems to me that life is just one aspect, and the incredible complexity given time or given engineering that life can transform into based off of how simple we find it in some ways. And life being just a part of the grand scheme, alongside this massive, crazy arena in which life can exist, means that we in the year 2015 by the Roman calendar are planning on going to Mars. What happened a million years ago when a civilization that was a million years more advanced than us decided to send a ship down this way to our solar system because there's a planet that can support humanoid life? And here we are. Here we are in all of our rainbow forms trying to argue about the bullshit theories we have about how it happened, and they're not even right.